How's it going, everyone? It's Prashan here with another Marvel Snap video. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is your last time here, thank you for stopping by. And if you're one of my many subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call it, thank you. The channel's growing so much. Shout out to Snap.fan. My other deck is #1 right now on the listing, which is awesome. Such an awesome feeling. And thank you guys just for stopping by. Like, it does mean a lot. Just if you're checking it out, I might make another video where I actually break it down like I should, instead of just putting out what I just put out, because I was so excited that night I just had to share it with everyone. But this deck here is a Alioth, anti-Alioth deck, if that makes any sense. Basically, it's locking down anything that the opponent tries to do or move things around. And I also have Alioth there for the last play. I'm going to break down the deck and go over the cards, and then we'll go into some gameplay. So here's the deck. I have Sunspot, Nebula, Armor, Mr. Fantastic, Storm, Cosmo, Juggernaut, Stegron, Iron Lad, Professor X, Claw, and of course the purple cloud, Alioth. So I'm going to go card by card, and then we'll go into the games. First card here is Sunspot. He's just here to absorb any energy that you have left over and converts it into power. You want to try to put this into your Storm lane or into your Professor X lane. That's why he's here. Also, we have Nebula. Nebula's here to also go in those Storm lanes and also into those Professor X lanes, just to take advantage of the opponent not playing or not being able to play a card in there. Next we have Armor. Armor just blocks those Destroy decks or Alioth if an opponent's trying to play Alioth themselves. This could be interchangeable, I think, in my opinion, and you could put something else, because there is Cosmo in this deck, which is right here. We do have Cosmo, so it blocks out any on-reveal abilities that the opponent might be trying to play on the other side. So, of course, it's interchangeable because it's probably overkill when you have Armor and Cosmo, but it just depends on your playstyle. Next, we have Mr. Fantastic, or Mooster Fantastic. Basically, just gives 2 power to adjacent locations. Optimal way is to obviously play him in the middle. He's able to cheat extra points in areas where your opponent least expects, and able to spread out those points for you. That way you could get that win. Next, we have Storm. Storm is here just basically to lock out a lane from your opponent. I also have Juggernaut and Stegron in this deck to help you out with Storm, just in case they play something bigger than you into that lane. Now also, of course, you could play Sunspot or Nebula into your Storm lane. And like I said, there's Juggernaut just moving cards out of the way that you don't want there. You could play this on the last turn, or you could play this into your Storm lane. Next, we have Stegron. Same thing. You could play him last turn to go have the card go somewhere where you don't want it to be, or you don't want it in that lane, so you move it somewhere else, and that's why he's in here. So optimal way is also last turn. If you're winning another location, you could just move him, or you in that Storm lane. Next, we have Iron Lad. Iron Lad's here just to copy any of your card's abilities. There's no going wrong with Iron Lad. Iron Lad, all the cards in this deck I would want copied, so it's a perfect fit. And next we have Professor X. He basically locks down a lane. You can also use Nebula or Sunspot to play him. And then also there is Claw and Mr. Fantastic to cheat extra power into Professor X's lane. And speaking of Claw, there is Claw. You could play him pretty much wherever except for that right lane, and he is pretty good. And he takes opponents by surprise, especially if they try to play a wave, which you could probably put in this deck as well. But if they're playing a wave, you could probably cheat out power in 2 locations at once. And finally, we have Alioth. So if you're already winning 2 locations as it is, or 1 location as it is, you just put Alioth in the one final lane at the end of the game, and hopefully you win. And that's pretty much it for this deck, and this is all the cards. So we're just gonna go into some games and see if we can get some dubs. Alright. So I guess is it Fracture? I have Fracture, so I have Juggernaut, Claw, Storm. Nothing to play on turn 1 because I collapsed mine. Ooh, Throne Room. Let's put Armor in the collapsed mine. Then we'll play Storm. I'm gonna snap back because I like my odds. I play Storm. Green Goblin. Interesting. Turn 4, I'm gonna play Juggernaut. How did they get death? Alright, so I think we definitely win this one. So I go Claw. Unless they play Doctor Doom, right? It's perfectly fine. They can have the middle all day. Yeah, they're gonna have to retreat. There we go. Almost an 8-cuber. Almost. I have Dream Iron Man. So I have Professor X, Juggernaut, Iron Lad in my hand. Mount Vesuvius is the first location. And Cosmo has just entered. So turn 2. There's Armor. I'm gonna play Armor in the middle. They play Angela. Turn 3. We have the hub. I'm gonna go ahead and play Star-Lord and Sunspot. So obviously they're gonna play there. And there's Jeff. I think Jeff is a viable option for this deck too. I have Wong. They play Ironheart. Turn 4. I'm gonna put Iron Lad over here. Spider-Man. Ooh, copies Alioth. Let's do this. Let's go Professor X middle. I'm gonna snap. Oh wow, they play a lot of cards in the mid. So they might take mid from me. Oh crud. 6 plus 8, 14, that'll be 16. Do I do this? I lose all 3 lanes. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we have Storm, Armor, Professor X, Cosmo. They play Bast. Ooh, Asgard? Let's play Armor in the middle. Next we got Peak. Let's go Cosmo in the middle. Let's go Professor X, Nebula. Alright, we got totally lucky. We get 2 more cards. Turn 5. So let's go Storm, Juggernaut. I think we got this one pretty easy. And then we'll just play Alioth last turn. Alright, so Storm. And we play the Juggernaut. Play Alioth. Alioth does nothing. And then we play Alioth ourselves, but they retreat. Ooh. Alright, that is it for today's video. There'll probably be more today. I just made a quick one real quick. I'll probably test out like Chaos Pro's deck, and then I have like another lockdown deck I don't want to try because this one is not that good. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. I'm still testing it out. I'm gonna refine it. Till next time, peace.